Back to Right Minded. We've got a very interesting article here from the Daily Mail Online. Illegal migrants are getting COVID jabs in free plush quarantine hotels at Heathrow weeks ahead of older and more vulnerable British people, while arrivals from red list countries must pay £1,750 for worse accommodation. Well, that's a pretty serious headline if you ask me. Now, if anyone doesn't know what this is in reference to, there have been many stories recently about how the UK government has set up a hotel quarantine plan for people travelling to the UK or back to the UK from holidaying in certain countries that the government have deemed higher risk and therefore placed on a red list. People have to quarantine in 3-star hotels and pay £1,750 for the privilege, even though this is a government mandated policy and the public have no say. And apparently, illegal migrants are staying in 4-star hotels whilst they are processed and determined whether they have to get sent back and where they have to get sent back to, or whether they can claim asylum here. Apparently, they are being offered the COVID vaccine ahead of older and more vulnerable UK citizens. Now, that doesn't really seem fair, does it? Now, if we read further down here in the article, we can see that the Daily Mail spoke to one Sudanese migrant in particular, who indicated that he was among hundreds who were offered the vaccine in a mass hotel vaccination effort recently, seemingly unaware that there were UK citizens who hadn't had the jab, or not caring, and who were much more at risk than he was. Further down, we can see that a government spokesperson said it was totally unacceptable that young and healthy migrants had the jab, which was contrary to UK guidelines, and that the NHS was taking action to ensure that it did not happen again. I think it's quite ridiculous that a government spokesperson says this, because it's not like the government did not know that this is happening. The government allowed it to happen and knew it happened. I think it's totally unacceptable that these migrants who have no legal right to be here are receiving the jab before vulnerable people. Older, vulnerable people who are more susceptible to the virus than they are. I don't think there's any excuse for it. It's just yet another failure from the UK government, in my opinion. And it will continue to happen. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and have a great Saturday.